Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Previously I've given you single body parts, but I know not every one of you has the time to train one body part at a time each week. So the next series I'm going to give you two body parts. So it's going to be push-pull legs. So this is what I'm going to do now for the next few videos. For any of you that prefer to train multiple body parts because you have no time, I'm going to make it as time efficient as possible as well, because again, not a lot of you can spend 3 hours in the gym. So today we're doing delts and arms. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it, because it helps my channel, it helps more people see my awesome content. And yeah, of course, make sure you subscribe, because why not? Right, warm up. So part one is going to be a triple set. We're going to be starting with a barbell military press. Remember to always use your first set in all of these exercises as your warm up. However, all the sets I've given or written down are all working sets. With the military press, the main point you should remember is first, make sure you brace your core and glutes, and then make sure you drive your feet down into the floor when you press up. I also like to have my grip slightly wider than my shoulders. This makes it harder to perform the exercise and your shoulders will be doing a lot more work. Having too narrow of a grip, I find the triceps tend to get involved too much. Tempo, as always, is key with every single one of these exercises, so make sure to try and maintain a controlled eccentric tempo. Using a weightlifting belt for support is absolutely fine to get some extra reps and to help you keep your lower back and core engaged. And then superset with the dumbbell bicep curls. When performing this, I personally like to lean forward slightly as it stops me from using too much momentum during the concentric. Making sure to keep my elbows in. Imagine they are stuck to your sides, and of course a nice controlled eccentric tempo. At the top of the curl, remember to, you know what I'm going to say, right? Squeeze the muscle like it owes you money every single rep, and try and keep that tension as you go all the way back down. When you reach the point of almost failure, you can swing the weight up a little. However, focus on really slowing down the eccentric to keep the muscle under as much tension as possible. I call it cheating with a purpose. Then superset the dumbbell curls with plank presses. This is one of my favorite bodyweight exercise for triceps, a lot harder than it looks and very effective. Starting in a plank position, then you want to drive up by focusing on pushing the floor down with your hands. Try and keep your elbows in to focus on triceps and not chest and shoulders. Slow down the eccentric, but also remember to really contract your triceps at the top and keep that tension even as you descend down. If you find the press is difficult, you can scale it and perform it one side at a time. The main focus should be slowing down the eccentric. So if you're enjoying this workout and you want a more structured program, check out my CrossLifter training. It's a hybrid of the way I train, so bodybuilding, conditioning, functional training. There's also some limited equipment training in there as well, dumbbells, kettlebells, only training. If you would like to try out my app, it's $1 for the first month. However, if you just want to try out my ebooks as well, you can check out my website. I will put the link in my bio. Part 2 is another triple set starting with the Poliquin press. This is an awesome delt exercise targeting the front, medial and rear delts. Watch carefully as I perform this in the video. First thing I would say is start light. No ego lifting because you will just not perform this properly at all. Make sure when you extend up, your elbows should be aligned or slightly lower than your delts, as that's the sweet spot to keep them engaged. Again, control the eccentric tempo after the second extension. This exercise is absolutely brutal, but a great one for your delts. And then superset that with spider curls. This is such a great bicep exercise as it forces you to really focus on your biceps due to the position on the bench and taking away your feet from the movement, so that means very little momentum. Few things I like to do is just like the military press, make sure you brace your core and engage your glutes. Yes, weird, I know, but trust me on this one. Make sure the bench is around 45-degree angle and focus on curling the dumbbell up by really engaging your biceps. Avoid a full lockout at the bottom of the exercise, and once again at the top of the movement, really focus on contracting your biceps. Then superset the curls with seated single arm overhead extensions, a great exercise for triceps. Once again, make sure you engage your core and focus on a nice and controlled eccentric because we want to keep the muscle under tension for as long as possible. And with this exercise, that's the most important factor. This is a really tough exercise the heavier you go, so be careful of that. With most of these exercises, even though reps stay the same, some things I like to do is train to failure each set. So if I say 10 reps, you should struggle to hit 10 reps. And if you do the next set, increase the weight slightly. Next, we have another triple set, starting with rear delt flies. Now, we all know the rear delt is the hardest muscle to grow and train effectively, and I find this exercise to be one of the best. Make sure the cable is at chest height or slightly higher, and as you notice, I am arm's length from the machine. The main tip to perform this effectively is to keep your elbows aligned with your delt, and when pulling the cable, notice how I bring my elbows out to my shoulders and I don't go any further back. This is because when you go too far back with the cable, you're working your traps more than your rear delts. This is one of those exercises you want to focus on form and be almost gentle with execution to really hit your rear delts. I also like to use a bit of a false hook, meaning I don't have a full grip on the cable rope. This forces me to use more of my delts to pull the cable out. And then superset with tricep row pull downs. As you can see in the video, I like to lean forward slightly, making sure to keep my elbows close to my body. And at the bottom of the movement, I like to almost create an upside down Y shape with the rope. I find this helps me to get an extra contraction on my triceps. Focus on controlling the tempo during the eccentric, and once again, make sure you squeeze your triceps like it owes you money every single rep. And then finally onto cable rope curls with a slight lean away. Now the reason I lean away is because it stops me using momentum when performing the bicep curl. This time we will be fully extending down to stretch the biceps before curling back up. Again, squeeze your biceps at the top of the movement and keep that contraction all the way back down. That's not me, that's the door. That's the video. Thank you for watching. Again, any questions, leave a comment below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Also, any more videos you want to see, any more workout requests, leave a comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.